I think there comes a time in everybody's life when they just say, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not talking about life itself, I'm just talking about the daily rat race. Now, I'm 65 now, and I did 22 years in the army, left in 2000, having joined as a very raw 16-year-old. And when I left in 2000, I had a short period as a worker in a pine furniture factory. Left there quite rapidly and finished up working where I work now. And I've been there for the last 25 years. Started as an analyst, and now I'm the site lead, and it pays well, don't get me wrong, and I've been really happy there. But over the last, I don't know, last year I guess, my heart hasn't really been in it, and I saw one or two of the people that I started there with, because the place opened, and we all started at the same time. It opened in about 2001, and we all started about the same time. And I've seen one or two of those people that I started work there with. Some have taken retirement at 66, 67, and some have taken early retirement. And I wasn't resentful of that. Good luck to anybody that can afford to do that, but I couldn't. But now I'm 65, and I always kind of said that I'll continue to work whilst I still enjoy it. My retirement age is 66, 67 I should say, and my pensionable age is, or pensionable date is the 14th of January in 2027. But I always said I'd probably carry on working as long as I enjoy it. But as I said, over the last few months, my mindset has dramatically changed, and I don't feel my heart's in the job anymore. I go through the motions, if you like, and I think part of that has come about because I'm not necessarily financially dependent on the job anymore. I'm quite fortunate. I finished paying my mortgage last year. I owe nobody nothing, and that is such a liberating feeling. It's a real buzz to know that what you've got is yours. Obviously you have to pay your gas and electric, etc., but what you've got is yours. I'm quite fortunate again. I've paid into a couple of private pensions for the last 25 years. I've got my army pension, and we started looking into whether we would be financially viable, for me to retire next year. And the more you look at it, the less it is about whether it's financially viable. It's more about, do I want to continue doing what I'm doing? What's the benefit of staying there and carrying on? Well, it works out, or turns out, the only benefit was I'd still be earning a wage, which I don't actually need, if I'm perfectly honest about it. So now you have to look at, is there anything else that's going to keep me there? And quite frankly, there isn't. There's absolutely nothing. and we talked to a financial advisor the other day and worked out that with my military pension, my state pension that kicks in January, I'll have sufficient to live on, more than sufficient to run my car, etc, etc. That's without touching my pension, my private pensions. We can top up as and when we need it. So we've kind of taken the decision, and I say we because it's a joint decision between my wife and I, that I'm going to retire. I'm going to pull the plug in November, and I'm going to leave on the 14th of January next year. And honestly, it can't come soon enough. I'm absolutely done with it now, and even to the point where I've got what we used to call in the military a chuff chart on my phone. So it's a days to do chart that counts down the days, and I think as I record this, what is it? Let's have a quick look at my phone and find out. It's 239 days until I hand in my notice on the 14th of November, and then it's Christmas break on the 24th of December, and hopefully I will have accrued enough holiday and bits and pieces to not come back in the new year. And I am so looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. I really have had a gutful of work now, and I think it's also about enjoying what there is of your life, of what there is left. You can have all the money in the world, but if your health doesn't stay with you, it doesn't matter, because you can't enjoy it. And I'd like to think I keep myself relatively fit for my age. Yeah, I'm a little bit overweight, not excessively. I go to the gym. I used to go 5 times a week, but I found I was getting burnout, and so now I've cut it back to 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Don't do anything ridiculous, just go in there and have a workout. Same sort of routine every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, but not the same every day. And then I walk, and that's probably the best thing that I do, is that I walk every day, and this is how my day starts off. Is out walking my dogs, and on a weekday we do about 4.5 kilometres in the morning from about 6:30, and then on a weekend we do a bit further, about 6.5 kilometres. And quite honestly, that is the highlight of the day for me. It sets me up for the rest of the day, and I get to see so many things out here. I get to think, I get to see the wildlife, just so many things that most people don't get to see, because we all lead busy lives, of course. Ellie, here, put it down, leave that. It's alright, she's got something, might one of the dogs, leave it. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, we all lead such busy lives, and sometimes we just don't have time to look around and appreciate what we've got and what there is. So the decision is made. I'm going to be retiring, and it just can't come soon enough. Really, it just can't come soon enough. And people say, oh, you'll get bored once you retire. I'm fairly sure I won't get bored. I've never been bored in my life. I've got so many things to do. I mean, my dogs take up a lot of my time anyway. I've got a little dog photography sideline that I do. Doesn't earn much, very, very little. But that's something I could take forward once I retire. But I'll be my own boss, so I can pick and choose whether I pursue that sort of avenue or not. It'll be my choice. And maybe this YouTube channel will get monetized. Who knows? Who knows where that'll go? That's all down to you guys, I guess, who watches this stuff. So we'll see. But what I do know is that at 66, I'll be 66 when I retire, 66 and a half. I do know in my heart that that is the time for me to retire. Not because it's not because I'm 66. That's not the reason. Good morning. That's not the reason at all. The reason is that I just feel like now is the time. And that's the best reason in the world. If you're not financially dependent on something and your heart's not in it, walk away. Because you don't get any happiness out of it. It's a bind. And right now, I don't sleep great. I sleep pretty poorly. This morning I was awake at 4 o'clock. And I think part of that is my brain doesn't shut down from what was going on at work the previous day. So it's a constant battle to get some sleep. And most people realise how important sleep is to recover. And I don't feel I'm getting enough sleep, and I think that's partly as a result of the job. I think it's got to me over the years. I come home, it's still banging away in my head, and I don't want that anymore. I want to be able to sit down and watch the TV or whatever it might be. So a 65-year-old reset sounds a bit weird because you're in like the final chapter at that point of your life, I guess, retirement. But I don't see it like that. I think I've got a lot to offer this world yet. I think I'm going to be around for a lot longer yet. I've certainly got nothing planned to go anywhere anytime soon. And as I said earlier, I'm still relatively fit, so I want to enjoy that time. Get out with my girls, walk every morning, spend time with my wife, my children and my grandchildren, because they're all important things. And I go back to what I said toward the beginning of this video. You can have as much money as you want, but it doesn't buy health. So yeah, that's my plan, is to pull the plug on the 14th of November. It's 244 days, 43 days, something like that, at this time of recording this video. And then go home on the 24th of December, having cleared my office, and not go back. And it can't come soon enough, quite frankly. Yeah, I don't know what the next video is going to be about, because I don't really worry too much about it. But yeah, let's see. But I guess the closing remark, the important thing is that you enjoy life and experience every minute of it, because none of us really know how long we're here, do we? And that's not to put down on it, but there's so many good things out there that we should experience. Oh yeah, there we are.